everyone, it's Ebony and welcome to EMMFASHION. So today we're changing pace a little bit. I know I've been giving you guys clothing hauls for the past few weeks, but I am back with my 1-year update on being a part of Forever Mood's Candle Club. For those of you who have never heard of Forever Mood is a candle company that is co-owned by both Jackie Aina and her fiance Dennis. And honestly, if I have to give you a description on who Jackie Aina is, you have definitely been living under a rock. Jackie Aina is none other than the biggest black beauty guru in the YouTube space. She's been able to expand her brand from beauty to lifestyle, and she's been able to kind of expand her social media presence, having stuff on TikTok and both her Instagram pages. She has been able to branch out in numerous things, has done collaborations outside of beauty for sure. Now, let's talk about Forever Mood. Jackie has made it a point to kind of spearhead the company as being the face, but I can tell that she really doesn't want to be the face, and I understand why. Being the face initially is really great for traffic. It's really great for your consumer base. You can kind of transfer some of that audience base into your consumers. It doesn't always translate like that. Being an influencer myself, I understand that. But being someone as big as Jackie, even if her entire audience base didn't transfer over, a good chunk of us were going to transfer over. And candles made so much sense. Jackie over the years has always talked about fragrance, how much she loves fragrance. This is even apparent in some of the fragrances she uses on her body and how often and for what reason. So candles made a lot of sense. Aesthetically, the brand also is very Jackie. If you were, an audience member, a fan back in the day, and you got to see, glimpses of house tours from her last apartment and things like that, and even now some of her lifestyle content, you'll see bits and pieces of her home. Her home aesthetic perfectly matches the aesthetic that is Forever Mood, the brand. For me, this is a big selling point because if you are a big fan of Jackie's style, it seems very authentic and true to Jackie, the way that they've been able to brand a lot of the collections over the years. And as a consumer, I want a piece of that. Now, when Forever Mood initially dropped, it had kind of the issue of being a small business, but getting influx like a large business. And so things that were actually affected were shipping. Shipping would be a obstacle that Forever Mood dealt with all throughout 2020 and 2021, to be honest. I definitely felt those delays, and once I get into my pros and cons, you'll see that those delays still kind of play a part. Anyway, before I get into my official review of the latest Candle Club box, as well as being a part of the Candle Club as a whole, you've been here and you know me. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell button to know when my videos drop. So, perks. Being a part of the Candle Club, you get 2 candles curated specifically for the club. It's not able to be purchased by anyone else, and you also get a gift. This is a quarterly subscription, and you pay $75 quarterly for it. And these were the beginnings. You get your 2 curated candles, you get your gift, bada bing, bada boom. Now, initially, being the savings queen I was doing the math, and I was like, oh, this is the same as just like buying 2 candles or buying a collection every so often. So, you didn't save money, and honestly, they made it a point to reiterate that this was not a savings type of club. This was basically, exclusive. This was a you can't sit with this club, which is fine. I personally, in the beginning, felt like for $75, I needed more than just one gift, or the gifts have to be popping. So the very first installment I got April of 2021, and that came with 2 candles for the spring season, and it also came with my matchbox that I still have. And I thought this was so cute. I love the matchbox. Unfortunately though, it's not usable. Like, it's not functional anymore. The strip, as you can see, is all torn up. So it's not like a great quality strip or match strip to actually use long term, but the box itself is cute. Next box. The next box I got in July of the same year. Now, you're thinking, okay, April, July, yeah, that's quarterly. Now, here's the thing. I paid for my box in April, didn't get it till May. And then July came around and it was time to buy another one. So remember I talked about the shipping being kind of an obstacle that persists in Forvr Move? This was one of those things. Up until maybe the very last box that I've received, shipping has always been delayed at least a month or 3 weeks. Now, I'm gonna give my critique on that a little bit later, but let's go through the boxes. Now, the second box I got in July, we had 2 new scents for the summertime, some cute for the summertime, but the gift was a sheet of stickers. Thanks. Safe to say I did nothing with those stickers, and I wanted to add in a note that the first couple of installments, maybe the first 2 boxes from the Candle Club, the throws were actually on the low side on the candles. They're not as strong, or the throw isn't as long as the last couple of boxes have been. So that's great, you know, that we're kind of building on the quality of the candle, or kind of like the effectiveness of it. Then the next installment had a gap. We didn't have another one until October. And that was due to shipping delays that I'll talk about later. And that box came with a really cute necklace from Forvr Move. It was a Forvr Move necklace. It was during the kind of sweater weather collection, which was great. I had 2 great fall candles, and I thought the necklace was super cute. Around this time, they sent us a survey asking what we were looking for in the Candle Club. And you know me, I was like, I love gifts, I love coupons, I love, you know, deals. So in this one we saw a better gift than the last one. The next installment was in January, and that's where we start to see some of our feedback be incorporated into the Candle Club. So in January we got 2 candles that were kind of like transitioning from winter to spring-ish fragrances, as well as a mini room spray. We also got a coupon code, 15% off, site-wide I believe, minus like the bundles and stuff. And we got that all year. And that was great to me. I'm like, okay, I'm spending $75. Not only am I getting 2 candles, I get a free gift, and I get a coupon code that I can use all year round, just in case I want to, you know, try some of this, try some of that, or get some more of my favorites. The mini spray I got was Left on Red and Chef's Kiss. I still use that spray. I take it with me every single time I travel. And so I am team make room sprays travel size. It was a perfect marketing strategy because now I want to get the full size sprays. Now, unfortunately, they're sold out right now. But when they're back in stock, I will be getting the full size room sprays. The next installment was in April, and of course we have our full-blown spring candles, and it came with a mini candle from the Valentine's Day launch a year prior. I believe it was also announced in the segment that we will be able to go back and buy past Candle Club candles that we liked. So only the Candle Club can do this, which is cool. And now we're caught up. We're at the current box that I got in July. It has been a year. Technically, the year would have been the April box, but that's okay. We are fully in this year worth of being in the Candle Club, and I have thoughts. All right, so let's get into the current Candle Club box. Mine came with a candle low key, and it was definitely giving fall stuff because fall is approaching. It smells really good, obviously, giving gourmand candle. Um, they don't have the scent profiles up anymore, and I don't have the card anymore. So I can't tell you the specific makeup of the candle, but yeah, just know that it smells good. This one is high key. And this one is actually a little bit stronger than this one, and it has like a very nostalgic smell to it for me. I just can't think of what, but it's also, there's also a sweetness to it, but it has some depth. The gift that I got was a mini of Spice of Life from the current collection that's out right now, the Wambe collection. And this one definitely smells spicy. Not too much though, it's kind of mild. This is what it looks like. But yeah, and that is what I got in the last installment. I believe that was a July installment. Let me double check. Yes, it was the July installment of this year. So, I love the box. And so let's talk about what Candle Club beginnings were. Where do we start? So over here, we're going to start with the cons. Why? Because we got to finish it off strong. If I start with the pros and I give you the cons and it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, then am I doing my job? No. So, cons, okay? One of the biggest cons that has plagued Forever Mood with all the drops, all the collections, blah, 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 has been shipping. Now, I gave Forever Mood a lot of grace and still kind of do about the shipping situation. As I said earlier, it was a starter business, a small business that got the traction of a large business. And so, of course, you can't keep up with those orders and you have to have delays and, you know, do what you got to do to make it work. Thankfully, they've been able to upgrade to a new warehouse, but still some of the shipping has been inconsistent, specifically with the Candle Club. Now, with regular orders, I've noticed that I've had no issues with shipping. I buy something, it's fulfilled in a couple of days, and then it's sent to me a couple of days after that. But with the Candle Club, it's always delayed, minus, I guess, the last time, and I'll tell you why. With the Candle Club, I've noticed that they open the Candle Club every month, and I guess either try to recruit some of the people that might have left since the last installment, and this pushes the shipping back because they don't close it when or a few days before they say they're going to start fulfilling orders. It's still open throughout that process, and so it delays everything. Now, veteran Candle Club member here gets frustrated every time my box is a few weeks late because I've been in the game since it started, and I'm like, y'all, get it together. I'm not dying to spend $75 a whole month before I can even get what I'm paying for. And that was the trend for every single box except for this one. The only reason why this one wasn't was because they've changed the fulfillment date. And so they, instead of saying, okay, we're going to take your money out on the 10th and it's going to be shipped out on the 15th, they say that, okay, we're going to take your money on the 10th, I think, and we'll start fulfilling things on the 25th. And so even though that is a larger gap and it's like, okay, you're still being delayed, I'm not, because I'm told up front how long I need to wait. I don't want to get conflicting messages of, hey, we're going to take this out on the 10th, and they take it out on time every month, y'all, or every quarter. And then I'm expecting orders to start being in fulfillment on the 15th and thinking, okay, well, eventually they'll get to my order. It's the Candle Club, meaning that there's a limited amount of people in it, meaning that it should not take weeks to fulfill my order. But I digress. So with this last box, they've updated that window and have made it more of a realistic window. And so I didn't feel like I was waiting 45 days and nights for my box. that I thought I was promised, maybe a few days after paying. And honestly, that is the biggest con. Um, a lot of things have grown since then, but that was the biggest con, and I hope that that change in the shipping gap or whatever helps. I think one of the other cons I have is that the Candle Club is still open throughout fulfillment. If this is meant to be kind of like an exclusive group and you have so many numbers to fill, if you want to keep the anticipation up, I personally would suggest closing that membership a few days before fulfillment starts, because you have to start fulfilling said orders. You're already juggling Candle Club orders along with everyday orders from customers that aren't in the Candle Club simultaneously, and then you're keeping that window open for people to join, and so you're getting new orders as you're trying to fulfill everything you have currently. So yeah, that is really my biggest con with being in the Candle Club. If you're not impatient like myself and you're like, okay, well, they took it out on the 10th. They said they're gonna put it out. They're gonna start on the 25th. If I can get my stuff, shipped, not even to me, but if I can start getting my stuff shipped around, the 1st or the 3rd of the following month, I'm good. Then that's great. I would say join the Candle Club, because that is really the main con. Now, let's get into the pros. Pros are the gifts are getting better. And I love that for us, because you want people to get excited about joining the club. Like, just to say that I'm in the club is not enough. What am I getting? If I'm getting 2 curated scents, great. But if it's the same price as me just getting 2 candles that I know I like, I'm going to do that. So I love that the gifts are getting better. I love that the gifts are giving mini candles from, an upcoming collection or past collection, mainly because it promotes your other collections. And so it makes the consumer want to buy additional candles from that collection and be like, oh, I really love this scent. Let me get the full size of it. I also don't mind other gifts that are specific to Forever Mood, other branded gifts or merch or things like that. I think that's super cute. It makes it feel like a club when we have something that only the Candle Club people have, like the necklace and stuff like that. Now, to be fair, I wouldn't lead with just the necklace. I would have the necklace and, another gift from, the site. But I really love that kind of like camaraderie that we would get if we had merch specific to the Candle Club. Next, the coupon code. I love that we have a coupon code that we can use year round. For the girls that are not in the club, you have to wait for holidays. But for us, if we don't feel like waiting for holidays and a cute collection drops that we want to get our hands on, we can use our code. Now, I'll be a little greedy and say I would love for this code to work for the bundles. Like, why not? But yeah, outside of that, the next pro I would say is being able to purchase candles from previous Candle Club boxes. I love that idea, especially if you had one in particular that you were like, oh, they should sell this on the site. Originally, the perks came with just like getting notice of drops before everyone else. I don't think we get those anymore, but I don't mind getting them as long as it's paired with, you can use this code to get it. Like, shout out for me knowing before everybody else, but if I'm already paying for 2 candles on a regular basis, like, me knowing when the new drop happens is like, okay. But if I can know ahead of time and I have my code on deck, that's different. And it can be cute. Like, Candle Club got this first and with a deal. And what, Because these days, nobody's selling anything out. Like, the pockets are tight. People are praising the Lord that the gas prices are going down and they're still high. Like, milk is high. Inflation is, strangling us to death. which means very few of us have the, kind of expendable income to, sell out these collections or sell out anything. It's not even just Forvr Move, but like consumerism as a whole is struggling. Unless you're like me who consumes in abundance because I can't get a mental health professional. Just little stuff like that. Other than that, that's all I have to say about Forvr Move and being part of the Candle Club. Would I recommend it? Yeah, with these perks now. If it was to stay like it was in the beginning, no. Love it to pieces. Love Jacket Pieces. Love the team. But yeah, these perks were needed. And being the salesperson that I am, being the negotiator that I would like to raise Forvr Move up to 20% on the Candle Club coupon code, or we're able to use the 15% on the bundles. But whatever. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope it was very informative. I hope that hearing this information not only helps you see if the Candle Club is something you want to join in the future, but also the progress that has come along with being in the Candle Club. I was very day one shooting with Forvr Move in the gym, okay? And so I know the beginnings. And I think now it has become something worthy of the price tag. And I'm so glad that I'm still a part of it. I will continue to be a part of it. It's something I look forward to every quarter. And I forgot to add this as a pro. Truth be told, because the candles last so long, I'm able to really go from subscription to subscription without having to buy, candles in between to kind of hold me over. Now, if there's things I want to try, I'm going to try them. But for the days where I really struggled financially and I was like, you know what, I can't get anything else, but I can at least get these two to hold me over. Shout out to Forvr Move for that. The candles last. All right, y'all. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with people you think might be interested. Follow me on my social media so we can be friends. And side note, Forvr Move, if you see this, it's time to add your girl as an ambassador or something. I'm just saying. All right. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.